Hello. Hi George. In particular because I'm doing this for you, as you have got the baking bug, I'm gonna show you how to do a nice little Christmas cupcake. So we're going to do cinnamon, cranberry and orange cupcakes with orange butter icing with Christmas sprinkles. So let's get to it. Right, so I have all the ingredients scattered around, and including a cup of tea, as you do. So what we need to do first, if you know how to make a basic sponge, then you know what to do. For this recipe, you need 225 grams of butter, preferably at room temperature so it's nice and soft. There we go, 225. And then I've got some soft brown sugar. I'm using this rather than caster sugar so that it works really well with the cinnamon that we're going to add later. So you want the same amount in sugar as you do butter. So that's another 225. Okay, so this recipe is for 12 cupcakes, and I am going to do this in 2 batches. So once you have got your butter and your sugar, you can either get an electric mixer, George, or you can get a wooden spoon. This is my preferred method just because I'm old-fashioned like that. And you're going to laugh because the dog is in here and she is actually paying attention to me. But most likely she is wondering what I'm doing and can she eat it. I like to use a wooden spoon rather than a whisk, is so that I can feel the cake mixture better. And also put a lot more love in it. Because each and every one of my cakes is made with love. But it's true, I love each and every one of my cakes, even when I'm on a diet. Still put the same amount of effort in. So there we go. As you can see, that is all creaming together nicely. Okay, so what I've got here, I have 4 large eggs. Medium is fine, large is preferable. So I'm just going to beat them just a little bit, just to break up the yolks. Like that. And then I've got my vanilla extract. Just going to pop a bit of that in. A lot more. There we go. A little bit at a time. Add it to the sugar and the butter. So you want to do that bit by bit to make sure that it all goes in and the mixture doesn't curdle. So if the mixture does curdle, then what you can do is sift a little bit of self-raising flour in there, and that should sort it right out. Okay, now we get to the fun part. So I have my orange zest here. So that is 1 whole orange, pretty much. And oh, it's going to smell like Christmas in a minute. So I'm going to add that to my mixture. Get it all in. So I'm going to mix that in. Oh yeah, smell that orange. Okay, and then I've got another bowl and my sieve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out my flour. And you'll want to sift it twice. So what I do is I sift it once while measuring. So here we go. And you'll want 225 grams of flour. So you want to make sure you've got equal parts butter, sugar and flour. Okay, next step is I've got my ground cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of. But you can add as much or as little cinnamon as you like, as long as you use at least 1 tablespoon. Oh well, it's all going in anyway. So just mix that all in. Yep, 1 tablespoon is plenty. So there we go. So that's all mixed into the flour. So now all we've got to do is add it to the mixture. Okay, so you want to add it to the mixture a little bit at a time, and you want to do it gently. And of course you want to sift it a second time as you go. Do not do what I just did. You just need to sift it twice so that you get a more lighter and bouncier sponge. So you want to get as much air in it as possible to give it that rise while it cooks. There we go. A bit more. So here we go. I've also added a tablespoon of milk to the mixture as well, just so that it becomes a nice batter. Oh, it's smelling Christmassy already. I haven't even put the cranberries in yet. You want to make sure that you scrape the sides down, get all that flour in, because there's nothing worse than biting into a cake and finding unmixed flour in it. It's not very appealing. So there is the mixture. All we need to do now is add the cranberries. Okay, so I have 75 grams of cranberries there. I might need to add more. I'm just going to fold it in gently. Yeah, I'm going to need to add some more cranberries. So you want cranberries in every cupcake. Got some white chocolate chips, and I'm going to add a few of those in as well. Just a few. I'm not even going to measure. Here we go. And that is your basic mix. So all you need to do is put it in your little cupcake ones. I love these ones. It's so Christmassy. So put them in your little baskets and then put it in the oven at 180 for 25 minutes or until they're cooked through. Just do the old knife test or toothpick test, and if it comes out clean, they're cooked. And that is your basic cupcake. And there they are, ready to go in. So I managed to make 12, but it turns out I've got some leftover mixture. So yeah, I can make a few spare. Happy days. And here we are, 25 minutes later. Look at these beauties. And honestly, the smell of cinnamon hits you immediately. So I can't wait to decorate these and give these a try. Tell you what, if you wanted, if you can't be bothered to do the icing, I would say leave them as they are. I mean, look at them, aren't they gorgeous? They look good enough to eat as they are. So that is my recipe for orange, cranberry, cinnamon Christmas muffins.